Whoa! What's up, YouTube? So look, this video I've got a couple different ways on how you can get better at pull-ups now. So check it. Let me set my phone up. Okay. So when it comes to your pull-ups, you want to focus on your range of motion, your time under tension, as well as the progression that you're doing. Um, I'll get into that all as I break down the video. One second. Okay. So, first one is your range of motion. What you'll see with people, in person, online, or what you may be doing as well, is they will go up and then come down partially, like right here or here, and then they'll just keep repping it out. Yeah, that's gonna get you to the higher reps faster, but you're doing squat for the muscle. Like you're not giving your lats a full stretch and a full contraction. If you want to develop yourself in whichever way, strength, for strength, for aesthetics, or for just to train, just because you want to get better at something, you want to make sure that you are going at it with the mindset of practicing and perfecting each movement that you do, whether you are weight training or body weight training. Here's what full range of motion looks like. Now, before I go into that, another thing, you'll see people, they'll pull themselves up and then chicken neck, just like, get their chin over. If you can't pull yourself high enough to get your chin over the bar, you shouldn't be training that hard. You should be, the moment your form starts to lag behind, that's when you should stop, because it's about practicing and perfecting the movement, getting better at it, not practicing horrible versions of it, because you're only hurting yourself in the long run. So, perfect range of motion for a pull-up. You're going to start from a dead hang, pull yourself up till your chin clears the bar, and then all the way back down to a dead hang. That's going to give your lat a full stretch and a full contraction. That's what you're looking for. That's really going to blow up your lats, and actually give you, it's going to make it a lot easier to progress through the different pull-up variations that there are. The second tip, I went over, it was range of motion, time progression, time under tension. For time under tension, there are there are three different ways that you can increase the time under tension for your muscle, because not only can you and will you grow the muscles with the stretching and the contraction, but your muscles really respond to time under tension. So, getting back to the pull-up bar, you'll see people bang it out and drop it. Boom. Like, no control. I've seen people do that with bodyweight movements, and I've seen people do that with weight training. They lug it up and then boom, drop it, or whatever they're doing, whatever. You want to be able to control the movement you're doing, because when you're doing it, your muscle is engaging this whole time. So if you just drop it, you've gained nothing from that rep. It's like your body recognizes that literally nothing happened. So, three different ways that you can increase time under tension. They scale with difficulty. So, the first one is coming up and then coming down slow. Up and then down slow. That one is really going to help you out, because if you don't know, where you build the most of your strength and muscle is through the negative portion, or the eccentric motion. So if you can explode up and then bring yourself down slow, that's what's going to give you more strength to do more reps. A lot of people think it's about, pushing the weight, or doing the push in the push up, or pulling yourself up. But that's like 30% of the workload on the muscles. Where the damage is really being done is when you slow down in the eccentric. That's what's going to blow you up, man. So that's the first way. The second way would be to, and I would recommend combining these. The second way would be to, sorry, I had something in my mouth. Come up, pause, and then come down. So up, pause, then come down. Even if you're just pausing for like 1 second, that extra hold is gonna, you're really gonna feel that, especially if you haven't done it before. If you've been doing it, you already know. But if you haven't, I definitely recommend giving that a try. Now, the third is gonna be, you might have already guessed it, but it's gonna be to slow down the concentric portion as well. So, you go up, and then down. Up, and then down. In my opinion, this is my opinion. Don't let my opinion be your fact. But when it comes to performing the pull-up, you should always go slow on the way down. Always. Just to give yourself that extra edge. Because you could have somebody just performing the pull-ups, up, down with the same speed in both, or you could have somebody training pull-ups going up and then coming down slow with each rep they do. Yes, it's gonna knock down your numbers, but it's gonna give you and build you a better foundation, a stronger foundation to then progress faster and to make future pull-up progressions easier. So, moving into the next point, I have progressions. Now, pull-ups in themselves are already pretty darn difficult. So you want to make sure that you find a progression that's easy for you. If I had ropes, bands up here, then I could show you some cable rows, but I don't. I did make a video, however, of a beginner calisthenic workout, and I actually do go over Australian pull-ups in there. That is an easier variation than just a vertical pull-up. But when it comes to pull-ups, it's going to become more difficult the further out you go. So if you can't do them here, try them here. If you can't do them here, try them close together. If you're looking for a challenge and you already got this down, you're already banging out 10, 15 reps, go wider. Just find a variation that's easy for you. Another thing, I find that a lot of people are kind of getting stuck with just the regular pull-up. Like, they'll just keep going and going until they hit ridiculous reps, and they kind of stop seeing a whole lot of progress. If you're in this boat, one thing that I recommend trying is start training for just one-arm pull-ups. Just start training for that. One of the ways that you can try that is when you come up, start going to the side, and then to the other side. Going back and forth. I would do more for you guys, but I'm tired from doing all these reps. But going side to side like that, you're starting to train. You're starting to train your single limb movement. So with the pull up, as you come in and then you move to the side, all of your weight is now being held up by this lat right here, and this arm, this bicep, and you transfer it to the other side. That's going to put more strain over here. As you get stronger with that, what you can do is then perform an archer pull-up. Now it looks like this. That's going to get you a lot stronger and give you more development and get you closer to your one-arm pull-up. So again, just focus on your range of motion, complete lockout, and then pull up, chin over bar. Don't throw your chin over, just come up and over, and then drop down. If you can't do that, stop right there. That's your set. You don't want to practice bad form because you're only going to get better at bad form. Does that make sense? You want to get better at having good form. You don't want to become comfortable with performing dirty reps, as I call them. So focus on your range of motion, your progressions, as well as your time under tension. Time under tension is really important. It's just as important as your range of motion. So, to conclude, just do the pull-ups the right way, y'all. Have a blessed day.